seals on these. I'm trying to see if I spot any funny business. Yeah, I think I kind of do. I don't know. It seems like there's like some adhesive on here, which I feel like there should not be. These packs from the 80s generally are sealed only with, the wax from the paper melting with a hot element. But I guess that's actually wax on there. Looks a little bit like a yellow glue, but it's actually wax. So who knows? It doesn't really matter because the cards in here are just not valuable. But at this point, back in the day they were. I started collecting around 86, 87, really didn't get all that serious until 87, but I was a pretty young kid then. 87, a lot of people kind of got introduced to the hobby around that time because it was really exploding in popularity, and the market for sports cards was very hot. There's a lot of demand, and so prices were very good, and opening packs like these back then was pretty fun because you had a very good chance of getting some nice cards, pretty valuable rookies, and being able to sell or trade those at good prices. So I think the original retail on these was probably like 40 cents. But if you went to a card shop and bought these, you would probably pay more than that because things got immediately more expensive as soon as they came out, just because there wasn't enough supply, and it was very rare to actually run into any like Donruss or Fleer of the current year in 86 and 87 especially, and so you'd have to go to a hobby shop, and they would get their supply and price them for significantly more than retails. I think you'd pay like 75 cents or probably not quite $1, but around 75 cents a pack for something that was supposed to retail at 40 cents, in the year that it was in, very close to the time that it was released. So anyways, it was an interesting time to collect, and I actually tended to not buy this stuff when I was a kid because I just felt like I didn't want to pay the markup. I'd rather buy some tops, which had most of the same players, and there was a lot more tops available, so that generally only went for 5 cents a pack over retail, if that. And you could find tops at places like Ben Franklin or Woolworths or Walgreens, where there used to be baseball cards. Now there really aren't. So yeah, I don't know, I miss those days when you could go just about any kind of drugstore or Target type store and get a pack of cards for 40 or 50 cents, and have a good shot at getting like a card that's worth $2 out of it. Those days are long gone. Now the only place where you can really buy baseball cards are at hobby shops, of which there are very few these days. The ones that are around are kind of subsidized by like Pokemon and Magic and similar card games that have a pretty active following, and so they will make a lot of money off that stuff, and then just kind of have the baseball or sports stuff around for those that come in. And if it's a small part of your business, it's definitely worth doing. But you don't see really any baseball card shops or sports card shops that only sell sports cards. At least I don't see really that many. I live in the Midwest, so maybe set, 87 Donruss, was a big deal in 87 because you could get a Jose Canseco kind of, really it was a second year card, but it was sort of considered a rookie card. He had cards from 86, but for whatever reason his 87 stuff was kind of just as, well, it was very highly sought after in addition to the 86. You had a Mark McGwire rated rookie in this set. Rated rookies were kind of a subset of the latest rookies, or the kind of best rookies from the prior year. And there was a Mark McGwire rated rookie in this set, which is a kind of cool looking card. Barry Bonds rookie card in this set is probably the most valuable card historically. Now it's really not worth much anymore because of the whole steroid thing. These days, probably the most interesting card in here is a Greg Maddux rookie card. He's a Hall of Fame pitcher. It's really not worth anything unless it's in like perfect condition. Even then, it's only worth probably $15. And there's a Bo Jackson rookie card in here, which is a cool card as well. I think that's also rated rookie. So anyways, back in the day, those were $5 to $10 cards each, and they were very highly sought after. So just sort of the kind of nostalgia of pulling one of those cards in this day and age is a very powerful thing, and it's fun to kind of open these in. So in addition to those rookie cards, there's also a Barry Larkin rookie card in here. But in addition to the rookies, there's the usual collection of Hall of Famers like Tony Gwynn, Cal Ripken, Wade Boggs, George Brett, and lots of other ones as well. So it's a fun set. 87 was a good year, I think, for baseball cards. Even though you can get this stuff for $20 a box now. There was a time when this stuff was, $80 a box. Back when all those cards, those rookies in here were valuable. Alright. Charlie Kerfield, Alvin Davis, Jeff Robinson. There's one of those rated rookies I told you about. There's this cool rated rookie logo. I think it looks cool. I was always kind of happy to get a rated rookie card back when I bought these cards, and because back then all these were pretty highly rated rookies. Pat Dodson didn't really turn into much, but a fair number of the rated rookies did. Interestingly, Donruss and the Donruss name and all the IP associated with Donruss was purchased by Panini quite some number of years ago, and so they are using this rated rookie thing in I think all of their sets, but definitely baseball and definitely football. So it's kind of cool to see that logo from this dates back to I think 86. There were rated rookies as early as 84, but this particular blue logo I think started in 86, and I think they had a slightly different I'm just looking at some cards I have. Actually, I think this is from 85. I see an 85. I have some cards on my wall in the room I'm in, and I know I have a bunch of rated rookies up there. Oh wow, here's a cool one. Here's another rated rookie. So this is Rafael Palmeiro, who, of course, has been tainted by the steroid allegations. He was one of the guys that testified before Congress when they were doing congressional hearings on steroid use in baseball, and he testified, that he had not done anything, but it turned out that probably was not the case. I don't know what all the evidence is out there, but I feel like the consensus is he definitely did performance-enhancing drugs Bucks, and if he had not, he would certainly be in the Hall of Fame because he had a magnificent career, very productive offensively, played for a good number of years, but actually ended up retiring. I think when some of that stuff on his steroid use was out. So, but anyways, it's a cool card. Back in the day, this was worth $10. I actually heard, I feel like last year or sometime relatively recently, that he was thinking about making a comeback because he felt like he could still hit really well, which is pretty interesting because he's probably like, geez, 45 or something. Born in 64. Okay, so yeah, he's very old. He would be like the oldest player in the majors by a good stretch, but hey, more power to him. Darrell Evans, Bob Warner, Alfredo Griffin. So that was actually a really good pack just to get that Palmeiro. That was one of the major cards out of this set. And actually, you know, when this came out, Rafael Palmeiro was, you know, he was a touted rookie, but it wasn't until, you know, he'd been playing for quite a number of years when it became clear that he was a real superstar and, you know, Hall of Fame caliber player. And then his rookie cards got particularly valuable. So he was kind of a late bloomer compared to like a Jose Canseco, Mark McGwire type who really blew up in 87 and 88 and kind of had a explosive interest in their rookie cards. I guess McGwire did take until about like 90, I don't know, 96, 7, 8 to kind of blow up himself. That was probably when he started using some performance-enhancing drugs to get his huge record-breaking home run records that were then destroyed by Barry Bonds, also in this set. And Barry Bonds was kind of like mid to late 2000s when he started really picking up. Alright, Dave LaPointe. Boy, this is going to be a long video. Dave Leeper. I'm going to do 5 packs. Dave Collins, Sid Bream. Glenn Allen Hill was a pretty good rookie. Jeff Dedmon. Tim Wallach, whose rookie card was the year before, 86, even though he had played for a number of years. I don't know why his rookie card was so late, but Rob Wilfong, Hubie Brooks, Al McRae, Dan Plesac. This is the 4th pack of 5. The puzzle from this year was Roberto Clemente. Every year Donruss does a puzzle. They give you one kind of collection of 3 puzzle pieces in each pack. And nobody really puts them together, but Dale Murphy, Scott Anderson, Mark Davis, Eric Plunk. This was a guy on the Jose Canseco Fleer rookie card from 1986. Fleer every year does these rookie cards that feature 2 players, usually from the same team, I think. Actually, I don't know if they are the same team always, but anyways, Eric Plunk was on the one with Canseco. So, claim to fame, I guess. Chris Spire, Floyd Yelmans, Kurt Stillwell, I think that's a rookie, Jim Pankovich, Charlie Huff, Knuckleballer, Richard Morty, set, which is that Raphael Palmero, but not any of the others. So, you know, not horrible. Maybe I'll open some more of those later. You know, I've started to realize I might have to kind of do some videos of sets and packs that I've opened before, but of course they'd be new packs and new cards, so hopefully that'll be interesting. You know, you never know what topics might arise based on what we get in a pack. So we'll see. I do, you know, still have a fair amount of stuff that's not been done yet, but not a ton. So if I make a lot of videos, I might have to. That's my cat you hear in the background. I believe she's hungry right now, even though it's not dinner time. So, anyways, hope you enjoyed. It's been a while since I've recorded a video, although you all may not know that by the time this gets posted. But thanks for listening, and keep subscribing and sharing